This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here at the Andaz Liverpool Street. It's the Magnificent 7 press conference, 7th of December, over Arena, Wembley, headlining as challenger for the first time, Denzel Bentley. Does that feel weird? Does it feel strange? Does it make you want to get back into that kind of champion position?
Yeah, I ain't been a challenger since I boxed Janabek. That was a few fights ago, so it's good, man. It's good. It's a different feel. It makes me realise, you know, what I'd had and what I'd lost, and you know where I need to get back.
We spoke to Frank before the presser, and he said without doubt he'll be pushing for the winner of this fight to get a world title. It will be your second world title shot. You've been very open about you are getting that world title shot. You are on that path. Does it feel close now?
Listen, man, December 7th is closer, so I've got to get December 7th out of the way, and then, you know, we'll see the conversations and what routes we're taking, because every fight I've been in, like, since Janabek, has been like, oh, a few more fights and you're there, and it hasn't come yet. I understand that, you know, I've had a few setbacks and stuff, but, you know, I've got to get December 7th out of the way, and if there's something else between another world title shot, then that's what it is.
It's been a mad 12 months for Brad Pauls. How impressed have you been in his 2 performances against Nathan Heaney?
I've been more happy for him than impressed. I mean, the fight's the fight. They were around the same level, I thought, and he came out victorious. The first fight, I thought he finished stronger. I felt like if he could start like that, he could win the second fight. And he pretty much did, going into just before the second half of the fight, from round 4 onwards, he just took over. So I've been more happy for him, you know, seeing as he's someone also like myself that come through the small hall circuit and, you know, got an opportunity on the big stage. So yeah, well done to him, man.
Would it be fair to say that Brad probably wasn't on your radar until 3-6 months ago?
No, even then he wasn't on my radar until the fight got put to me.
Okay.
Even when I was asked would I fight Brad Pauls, I said nah, not really, because I didn't really want to fight for the British title the third time. But look, I'm here to fight, and I wanted to be out by the end of the year, and I got an opportunity on a big card like this. So there's a lot more on the line than just, you know, just the British. We're headlining on a good card. I got the WO, he's got the WA, and you just heard Frank there. The EBU's just become vacant, so potentially that could be in the line too. So there's a lot more to fight for.
Is that a big thing for you? Because I know we've spoken in the past about kind of you weren't too fussed about going into the British again, but European, that kind of puts you in all the governing bodies, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if those 2 options, 2 separate fights, one was for the European, one for the British, I'd go for the European. I've won the British twice, so to get it all at once, 100%. Like you said, I weren't too fussed about fighting for the British unless I was staying active. If I was busy staying active, I would have fought for it, and like I am now, and then obviously move on. But now the Europeans on the line, it feels like another challenge.
Frank Warren said for a while now, it's obviously you and Hamzah is there for Chris Eubank Jr. You spoke about Chris Eubank Jr. Are you pleased that your name's being spoken about in those big fights by your promoter?
Yeah, 100%. I even, you know, said to him, obviously not today, the last time I see him, I was like, thank you, I appreciate you putting my name in the hat for a fight like that. And he's like, no, that's down to you. I feel like I actually believe you can win it, otherwise I wouldn't say your name. So, you know, that gives me confidence that my promoter's confident in me, and, you know, he keeps giving me chances, even though I've had a few setbacks and stuff like that. You see people lose once and then they kind of go missing. I've had more than one, and, you know, I'm still here.
Frank Warren's talking about the likes of you and Hamzah versus Chris. Chris is talking about himself against Canelo. What's more realistic? Do you think you can get yourself into a position where it would be a massive British fight? I
mean, rightfully so. He's looking upwards, just like I'm looking upwards, you know what I mean? So I've got to do a bit more than I'm doing now to get a fight with Chris, and I can understand that, and I can appreciate that. So him going for Canelo, I mean, I guess that's more realistic, because it generates a lot of money, innit? He's the son of a legend. He's Chris Eubank Jr., very sellable, and, you know, Canelo's Canelo, isn't it?
Hamzah's called him a pussy now. What do you think of Chris?
Hamzah's a pussy as well. How long have me and him been put together for? It's been 3 years. He ain't fought me. Can't keep chasing someone and then act like you fight anyone. But when someone's chasing you, you don't want to fight. So you can say all you want about Chris, but look in the mirror, bro. That's what I'm saying. And that's not even disrespectful. I'm just saying it all reflects in it. Like I've said before, I'm a fan of Hamzah's style, and I like the way he boxes. He's a good fighter. But we've been meant to fight for 3 years now, and it ain't happened. Only because of one man, and that's him. So look in the mirror. That's what I'm saying, innit?
Have you been pushing for that fight? That fight's been spoken about for a long time, but is that one you've actually pursued? Like,
look, every time I get an interview, everyone asks me, would you fight Hamzah? I say yes. When you ask Hamzah, would he fight Denzel? He goes, that's a fight down the future. Maybe in the future, maybe down the line. It's a good fight. Everyone's interested. He's never said yes, let's go next. So you can make that decision for yourself.
Okay, Denzel, thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. What happens on 7th of December?
Bentley knockout.
Bentley knockout. Thank you very much, mate.